My sister destroyed my engagement by sleeping with my fiancé and spreading lies about me. Years later, I'm back and making sure she pays for every bit of it. Hey everyone, I'm diving into a story that's been eating at me for years. I'm 33 now, female, and I never thought I'd be sharing this on the internet, but I need to know if I'm the asshole for finally getting even. Let's go back to when I was 25, engaged to the man I believed was my soulmate. We'll call him Mark, 27 at the time. High school sweethearts, 7 years together, wedding planned for that summer. My family seemed over the moon, or at least, I thought they were. My younger sister, Leah, now 31, was always the golden child. The pretty one, the one who could do no wrong. Me? I was the responsible sibling, working 2 jobs through college while she partied and flunked out. Leah had a knack for making everything about her. When I announced my engagement at a family dinner, she smiled and congratulated me, but I caught her eyeing Mark a little too long. I brushed it off. Sisters, right? But then, subtle jabs started. Oh, sis, are you sure Mark's ready to settle down? He seems like he could do better. I'd laugh, but those words planted seeds of doubt in my mind. Fast forward a few months, and everything exploded. 2 weeks before the wedding, Mark calls it off out of nowhere. He's crying on the phone, saying he's fallen out of love and there's someone else. I was shattered, begging for answers, but he just hung up. The next day, a mutual friend drops the bomb, that someone else is Leah. My own sister. She'd been sleeping with him for months, starting right after our engagement party. But it gets worse. Not only did she steal him, she trashed my reputation to cover her tracks. Leah spread lies to everyone, our family, my friends, even my coworkers, claiming I cheated on Mark first. She said she caught me with some guy from work, and that's why Mark turned to her for comfort. She even faked text messages and showed them to our parents, painting me as the villain. Mom, 60, and Dad, 62, bought it completely. They sided with her, saying I must have driven Mark away with my controlling behavior. Dad even yelled at me, "How could you do this to your sister? She's heartbroken." Heartbroken? She was the one screwing my fiancé. I confronted Leah at our parents' house. It was a mess. She was there with Mark, holding hands like they were the victims. "You were never good enough for him," she sneered. "He chose me because I'm fun, not some boring workaholic like you." Mark just stood there, mumbling apologies, but he didn't deny a thing. Our parents shut me down, kicking me out of the conversation, telling me to leave and reflect on my actions. I lost it all: my fiancé, my family, my social circle. Friends ghosted me after hearing her lies. I had to cancel the wedding, eat the deposits, and move to a new city just to escape the gossip. For years, I rebuilt my life, landed a great job in marketing, made new friends, even dated a bit. But the anger never faded. I'd see Leah's social media posts, her and Mark getting married a year later, having kids, living the perfect life in our hometown. Captions like, "So blessed to have found true love after all the drama," with heart emojis, tagged to our parents who'd comment, "Proud of you, sweetie." It burned me up. They never reached out to me, not even an apology. Leah blocked me everywhere, but I made fake accounts to keep tabs. That's when the idea of revenge started brewing. I couldn't just let it go. Why should she get away with destroying my life? So, about 2 years ago, I decided to play the long game. No rash moves, just calculated, cold revenge. First, I moved back to our hometown under the radar. Got a job transfer, rented a place on the outskirts, kept a low profile. I even changed my appearance, dyed my hair, lost some weight, switched up my style, so no one would recognize me right away. Then, I started infiltrating their lives, subtle but deliberate. Originally, I wanted to expose the affair with solid proof, but Mark had deleted everything, and Leah covered her tracks well. So, I befriended some of their mutual friends on social media under a fake name, Emma, posing as a distant cousin. Got invited to group chats, heard the gossip. Turns out, their marriage isn't as perfect as it seems. Mark's been cheating on her with a coworker, and Leah's paranoid about it. Perfect. My first move was small but satisfying. Leah runs a boutique shop in town, selling overpriced clothes and jewelry to her snobby friends. From spying, I knew she was skimping on taxes, claiming personal expenses as business ones. Nothing major, but enough to get audited if someone tipped off the IRS anonymously. Guess who did? Me. I sent in the tip with details I'd overheard in those chats. A month later, she posts on Facebook about unexpected financial stress and how haters are trying to bring me down. That was just the appetizer. But the real revenge kicked off when I targeted Mark. He's a mid-level manager at a local tech firm, thinks he's hot stuff. I created a fake LinkedIn profile as a headhunter, recruited him for a dream job in another state. Dangled a huge salary, relocation package, the works. He bit, started interviewing secretly, telling Leah it was just networking. I strung him along for weeks, making him jump through hoops, even fly out for a fake in-person interview. I paid for a cheap actor to pose as the interviewer through a service. Then, when he was about to quit his current job, I ghosted. Poof. No job, no explanation. He looked like an idiot to his bosses, got demoted instead of promoted. Leah's posts turned whiny, when life throws curveballs, but we'll get through it together. I wasn't done. Next, I went after their social life. Leah's always been the queen bee of our old friend group. I started spreading subtle rumors through anonymous accounts, nothing traceable, just planting seeds. Heard Mark's been seen with that girl from work again. Leah's shop is ripping people off, overcharging for cheap imports. It spread like wildfire. Friends started distancing themselves. At a town event I attended incognito, I overheard Leah complaining, "Why is everyone turning on us? It's like someone's out to get me." And that's where I'm at now. I've got bigger plans brewing, something to really dismantle their perfect life. But am I the asshole for this? Part of me feels guilty, like maybe I should move on. But she ruined my chance at happiness, turned my family against me, and never looked back. Why shouldn't she feel the same pain? I'm open to advice, so let me know what you think. Update 1. Okay, quick update because things are escalating faster than I expected. It's been about a week since my original post, and damn, the responses were mixed. Some of you called me a psycho for the revenge plot, others cheered me on, saying, "Go girl, she deserves it." I get it, revenge isn't healthy, yada yada. But honestly, reading your comments lit a fire under me. I decided to amp it up. So, here's the latest, I finally made direct contact. Not as myself, though, that'd be too obvious. I posed as a potential client for Leah's boutique. Called her up with a fake name and accent, said I was new in town and wanted to commission custom jewelry for a big event. She was thrilled, business has been slow since the audit rumors. We met at her shop, and man, it was hard not to laugh. She looked tired, bags under her eyes, not the glowing princess from her Instagram. I played nice, chatted her up, got her talking about her life. "Oh, things have been rough lately," she sighed, fiddling with some necklaces. "My husband's job is stressful, and we've had some misunderstandings with friends. But we're strong, you know? Married 8 years, 2 beautiful kids." I nodded sympathetically, then dropped a bomb casually. "Sounds tough. Hey, I actually know someone from around here, your sister, right? I think we crossed paths years ago. Whatever happened to her? You too close?" Her face went pale. "My sister? We don't talk much. Family drama, you know how it is." She changed the subject fast, but I could see the wheels turning. After I left, without buying anything, oops, I sent an anonymous note to her shop, "I know what you did to your sister. Karma's coming." I attached a photo of her and Mark from back in the day, one I'd kept from our engagement party. That night, I checked her socials from my burner account. She posted a cryptic status, "Some people just can't let go of the past. Stay strong, fam." Comments from our parents, "We're here for you, honey. Don't let the negativity win." It pissed me off, still no remorse, just victim mode. Meanwhile, I escalated with Mark. Remember that fake job thing? I took it further, created an email chain pretending to be from his company's HR, accusing him of leaking confidential info during his job search. I didn't actually leak anything, just made it look like he did by sending fake docs to his boss from an anonymous source. He freaked out, called me, or rather the fake headhunter number on a burner app, in a panic. "What the hell is going on? You said this was legit." I stayed in character, all professional. "I'm sorry, sir, but we've had a security breach. You'll have to handle it with your employer." Click. The next day, he's suspended pending investigation. Leah's melting down online, posting about unfair accusations and how life is testing us. But the best part? I started working on their marriage directly. Hacked together a fake dating profile for Mark using old photos and details I knew, matched with a bot account I controlled, and started chatting with him. Made it flirty, got him to admit stuff like, "My wife's been distant lately, I miss the excitement." Screen grabbed it all. Haven't sent it to Leah yet, that's for later. Right now, I'm letting the paranoia build. Family's getting involved too. Mom called Leah, I know because I bugged their group chat via a friend's access, "Don't judge," saying, if this is about your sister, maybe it's time to reach out and apologize. Leah snapped back, apologize? She was the one who cheated. This is probably her doing, the bitter bitch. Hearing that fueled me even more. Am I going too far? Maybe. But it's cathartic as hell. Next move is bigger, I'm thinking of confronting them in person soon. Wish me luck. Update 2. Alright, another update because things just hit the fan, and I need to vent. It's been 2 weeks since my last edit, and the situation's gone from simmering to boiling. Thanks to those of you sending support, it's keeping me sane. To the haters calling me unhinged, whatever. This is justice, not insanity. First off, the HR stunt worked better than expected. Mark got fired. Not just suspended, full termination for breach of conduct. Turns out, during their investigation, they found real emails where he'd been bad-mouthing the company while job hunting. Idiot didn't cover his tracks. Leah's boutique is suffering too, the IRS audit came through, and she's facing fines. She had to close for a week to reorganize, but really, it's because customers dried up after the rumors I spread about her overcharging. I decided it was time for phase 2, direct sabotage. I befriended one of their neighbors, a nice older lady who loves gossip. Posed as a house sitter for a vacant place nearby, chatted her up over coffee. Dropped hints about hearing strange noises from their house at night, like arguments and someone sneaking out. She ate it up, spread it around the neighborhood watch group. Now everyone's whispering about possible affairs or worse. Then, the dating profile trap sprung. I accidentally sent the chat logs to Leah from an anonymous email, titled Your Husband's Secrets. Included screenshots of Mark confessing to feeling trapped in the marriage, saying stuff like, I sometimes wish I'd stayed with my ex, she understood me better. He met me, ironically. Leah confronted him, I know because I drove by their house that night and saw the lights on, yelling audible from the street. You bastard. After everything I did for us? She screamed. Everything you did? You mean stealing me from your sister? He shot back. Oh, to be a fly on that wall. The next day, Leah called our parents in tears. I have a recording, okay, I may have placed a cheap audio bug in their mailbox during a delivery, it's legal-ish, right? Mom's consoling her, honey, marriages have rough patches. But if Mark's cheating? Leah wailed, it's not just that. Someone's targeting us, Mom. The job, the shop, now this. What if it's her? Dad grumbled, your sister's been gone for years. Let it go. But Leah insisted, no, she's back. I can feel it. That's when I made my boldest move yet. I sent Leah a friend request from my real account, no message, just the request. She accepted, curiosity killed the cat, and immediately messaged me, what do you want? If this is about the past, get over it. I replied coolly, just checking in, sis. Heard life's been tough. Karma's a bitch, huh? She exploded, you psycho. Stay away from my family. Blocked me again. But I wasn't done. I targeted their kids' world next, not harming the kids, obviously, but exposing the parents. Leah's always bragging about being PTA president at the elementary school. I anonymously tipped the school board about her financial irregularities, linking back to the boutique audit, suggesting she might be mismanaging PTA funds. It's not true, but it prompted an internal review. She's been sidelined, and the mom group is buzzing. Mark, desperate, reached out to old mutual friends for job leads. One of them is someone I reconnected with secretly. I had her feed him bad advice, recommend companies that are actually downsizing or have terrible reps. He's striking out everywhere, sinking into depression. Leah's posts are now full of positive affirmations nonsense, but her eyes in the photos tell a different story. Family pressures mounting. Our aunt, Mom's sister, called me out of the blue, must have gotten my number from somewhere. Sweetie, I know what happened was awful, but Leah's struggling. Maybe it's time to forgive? I laughed. Forgive? She slept with my fiancé and lied about me. Tell her to rot, Aunt sighed, she's saying you're behind all this. Are you? I hung up. Now, the revenge is peaking. I've got evidence of Leah's original lies, the fake texts. A friend from back then saved copies, and I've digitized them. Planning to blast it to the family group chat soon, but something bigger's brewing. Mark confided in that same friend that he's thinking of leaving Leah, saying the affair was the biggest mistake of his life. If I play this right, I can push them over the edge. Still, doubts creep in. Is this making me as bad as her? Nah, this is payback. More soon, things are about to explode. Update 3. Update 3 here, and damn, Reddit, I don't even know where to start. It's been a month since my last post, and the revenge train is derailing in ways I didn't anticipate. What started as sweet satisfaction is turning into a nightmare, but I'm too deep to stop now. Buckle up, this is a long one. After my last update, I pulled the trigger on exposing the lies. I compiled everything, the old texts Leah faked, timelines of the affair, even a statement from a witness who saw her and Mark together before he dumped me. Sent it anonymously to the entire family, parents, aunts, uncles, cousins, via email with the subject "The Truth About Leah's Innocence." Attached audio clips from their recent fights, courtesy of my bug, which I've since removed, don't worry. The fallout was immediate. Mom called me first, sobbing. "Is this you? Honey, we didn't know. Leah swore you were the one cheating." I stayed calm. "You believed her without asking me. You kicked me out, remember? Enjoy the truth." Dad got on the line, angry. "This is low, even for you. Stirring up old dirt?" I snapped back, "Old dirt? She destroyed my life. You enabled it." They begged me to come home and talk it out, but I refused. Not until she admits everything. Leah lost it. She showed up at my apartment. How she found the address, I don't know, maybe from our parents. Banging on the door at 10 p.m., screaming, "Open up, you vindictive bitch. You've ruined everything." I didn't answer, just recorded it through the peephole. She ranted for 20 minutes. "Mark left me because of you. The kids are asking why daddy's gone. My business is tanking, friends hate me, this is all your fault." Finally, neighbors called the cops, and she got escorted away. Turns out, Mark did leave. After the exposure, he packed a bag and moved in with his parents. Told Leah, "I can't live with the guilt anymore. Your sister's right, we built this on lies." He's filed for divorce, citing irreconcilable differences, but really, it's the cheating confessions I leaked. Leah's spiraling, posting manic rants online before deleting them, like betrayed by everyone I love. But I'll rise above. Her shop's on the verge of closing. The PTA booted her entirely after the review found minor discrepancies. Not my doing, but hey, bonus. But here's where it gets twisted. Our parents are now on my side, sort of. They showed up at my place unannounced, arms full of apologies and my favorite childhood snacks. Mom hugged me, tears streaming. "We were wrong, baby. Leah manipulated us. Please, forgive us." Dad added, "She's in a bad place. Depressed, talking about hurting herself. We need you to stop whatever you're doing." I was floored. "Stop? She threatened suicide to guilt you?" They nodded, pleading. That shook me. Revenge was supposed to feel good, but hearing Leah's breaking down. It's messing with my head. I confronted her over the phone with a blocked number. "Admit what you did, publicly, and maybe I'll back off," she cried. "Fine. I slept with Mark first. I faked the texts because I wanted him. I was jealous, you always had everything. Happy now? Not really. It felt hollow. Now, the kids are involved. Leah's using them as shields, telling family I'm traumatizing her boys by breaking up their home. A cousin messaged me, "Those poor kids don't deserve this. You're going too far." Mark even reached out, begging for a meeting. "I know I messed up, but let's talk. Maybe we can fix things, for old time's sake." Fix things? With me? Delusional. I've got one final play, exposing everything to the town via a local Facebook group, with proof. It could destroy her completely, job prospects, reputation, custody battle. But parents are warning it'll push her over the edge. Am I ready for that? Just as I was deciding, I got a text from an unknown number. "You think you're winning? Watch your back." It's probably Leah, but it chilled me. What if she's plotting her own revenge now? I don't know what's coming next. Update 4. Okay, Reddit, it's been a wild 48 hours since the creepy text, and I'm shaking as I type this. I didn't sleep last night, paranoid as hell, checking locks and peeking out windows like I'm in some thriller movie. The message, "You think you're winning? Watch your back," came from a burner number, no doubt. I traced it minimally with some app suggestions from you guys, but it led nowhere. Leah's the obvious suspect, but part of me wonders if Mark's involved too. He's been radio silent since begging to meet, which feels suspicious. I decided not to back down. Screw that, intimidation tactics? That's her style, not mine. So, I went ahead with the final exposure. Posted everything to the local Facebook group under a throwaway account, the fake texts, affair timeline, witness statements, even snippets of her meltdown at my door, audio only, blurred faces for legality. Titled it "The Real Story Behind a Local Power Couple, Lies, Cheating, and Betrayal." I kept it factual, no embellishments, Just the truth she'd buried for years. Within hours, it blew up, shares, comments, the works. People from our old circle were tagging her, asking, "Is this true?" One former friend wrote, "Leah, we believed you back then. What the hell?" Leah's response? She went nuclear. Started live streaming from her car, mascara-streaked face, ranting, "This is harassment. My evil sister is trying to destroy me because she can't move on. I admit it, I made mistakes, but she's the one faking evidence now." Mistakes? You stole my life. But the comments turned on her fast. You admitted sleeping with her fiancé? That's messed up. Those texts look real, explain that. She ended the live in tears, deleting it shortly after, but screen records were already circulating. Then, the real drama hit. Mark messaged me directly, "We need to talk. In person. Coffee shop downtown, tomorrow at 10 a.m. Come alone." I debated, but curiosity won. I showed up armed with pepper spray and a recording app on my phone, sitting in a public spot. He looked like hell, unshaven, eyes red. "You win," he said, slumping into the chair. "Divorce is filed. Leah's a mess, blaming you for everything. But I never stopped loving you. The affair was stupid, pressure from her. Can we try again?" I laughed in his face. "Try again? You gutted me, Mark. Chose her lies over us. This isn't about winning you back, it's about making you both pay." He got desperate, leaning in, "Please, call it off. She's talking crazy, saying she'll make you regret it." That text was from her, by the way, she admitted it to me. I pressed record harder. "What else has she said?" He spilled, "She's been following you, knows where you live. Plans to expose you at your job, say you're unstable. Even talked about keying your car or worse." That chilled me, but it was gold. I left without another word, then forwarded the recording to our parents and the police. Filed for a restraining order that afternoon, citing the threat, her showing up at my place, and the stalking admission. Cops took it seriously, said they'd pay her a visit. By evening, Mom called, hysterical, "Leah's been arrested. She violated some probation from an old shoplifting thing years ago, and now with the threats. They're holding her overnight. Please, stop this madness." I felt a pang. Arrested? That wasn't my intent, but damn if it didn't feel like justice. She brought this on herself, Mom. Tell her to back off, and maybe it'll end. But deep down, the revenge high is fading. Seeing her unravel like this. It's satisfying, but exhausting. Mark's out of the picture, Leah's isolated, family's divided. Is this enough? One more twist. As I was leaving work today, I found my car tires slashed in the parking lot. No proof it's her, but come on. Police are investigating. If it's Leah, this could escalate to real charges. I'm done playing games, time to end this. Or is it? Final update. Holy hell, Reddit, it's over. Or at least, I'm calling it over. This has been a roller coaster from hell, and after the last few days, I've decided to pull the plug on the revenge spiral. Not because I feel bad for Leah, screw that, but because it's starting to destroy me too. Let me catch you up on the chaos. The tire slashing? Caught on security cam. It was Leah, sneaking around in a hoodie like some amateur criminal. Police arrested her again, this time for vandalism and violating the temporary restraining order I'd just gotten. She spent the weekend in jail, and when she got out on bail, she looked like a ghost in the court photos someone leaked online. Her lawyer's pushing for a plea deal, but she's facing fines, community service, and possibly probation. The boutique? Shuttered for good, too much bad press, no customers left. Mark's gone full pathetic. After our coffee meet, he kept texting apologies, even showed up at my work once. I had security escort him out. Turns out, he's jobless and crashing on a friend's couch, begging mutuals for help. I ignored him, but leaked his confession recording to the divorce lawyer Leah hired. Strengthens her case for full custody if she wants it, ironically. He messaged one last time, "You're right, I deserve this. Just tell me you forgive me?" I replied, "Never. Rot. Blocked." Family fallout was brutal. Parents invited me over for a reconciliation dinner, but Leah was there, ambush style. She burst into tears the second I walked in. Why? I was young and stupid. "You had the perfect life, I wanted it." I laid it out. "You didn't just want it, you stole it, lied, and turned everyone against me. Admit it all, publicly, or I'm out." She did, posted a full confession on her socials. "I ruined my sister's engagement by having an affair with her fiancé and spreading lies. I was jealous and wrong. I'm sorry. Comments were savage, but she left it up. Mom and Dad apologized profusely, admitting they failed me. We should have questioned her story, Dad said, hugging me. Can we start over? I agreed to try, slowly. Therapy for all of us, maybe. But Leah? We're done. I told her face to face, stay out of my life. No more contact. She nodded, broken, I get it. I lost everything because of what I did. As for me, I'm moving again, new city, fresh start. The revenge worked, she paid dearly. No more perfect life, no more queen bee status. But it cost me too, sleepless nights, paranoia, questioning my sanity. Was it worth it? Yeah, in a twisted way. Catharsis achieved. If she comes at me again, though. Well, I've got backups of everything. Thanks for the ride, Reddit. Peace out. Hi there, if you made it so far. Consider dropping a like and maybe subscribing. Thanks. And have a nice one.